Hello again, this is the Japanese Retro Game Center with another long overdue YouTube video. It's been a long time since I've done this. I'd like to get more videos out again and again, but with things like kids and Christmas and everything like that coming up, I haven't been able to put out the videos like I want to. Oh, and shipping on eBay, of course. So, I did rearrange my stack a little bit. There's some videotapes up in there. I was watching Lotus War on tape. How retro is that? So, have some stuff there. That nice Mario lunchbox. Well, it's not really a lunchbox, I guess, but it sure looks like one. Like for Americans, it's a lunchbox, but I have it up there, which will fall over when the next big earthquake hits. And Mega Drive 2 with the CD. Got that. VCR. Duo R, if you haven't seen that before. The PSX. The PlayStation 2 with the hard drive and the Duo and all that stuff, right? I have all this. The GameCube. My Japanese systems are there. Here and here. There's down are my American NES, SNES, or SNES for you Europeans. N64, and then, ooh, what do we have here? So, I made some room. I had to move all these racks around, and I built some room for. First, for my Super Famicom, I added my Super Famicom holder, right? Satellaview. Since it's only really for hooking up to the internet, it's kind of for display only, just for looks, but I wanted to put it on there. And the games will still fit. Top loader. Puyo Puyo 2, that's my controller testing game and console testing game with that input mode. It's a lifesaver for anybody that needs to test controllers. And over here, my Japanese N64 with the N64DD, or the disk drive. So, I've been lucky. I found a couple recently for really good prices for once. I missed out on a good deal a while ago, and I haven't looked until recently. And if you follow me on Twitter, it's already spoiler alert, right? You've already seen a few pics. And so here it is. So here, I actually have, like I said, I had two of them. So I wanted to show you. This one is the one on eBay. It has a manual with it and this. And all it does is, it just connects on the bottom of the N64. Take off that little tab for, what was it, the extension port? Was that the official name? That, and there's screws. Just screw them in there. The Super Famicom Satellaview had the exact same system. Just screw it in, snaps in. That is it. You don't need any additional plugs. The Satellaview, you needed all the plugs for the hooking up to the internet, the BS. It is BS, right? Broadcast satellite, which is BS here. No pun intended. And there you go, and the discs go in there. And it just sits right on top, and boom, there you go. So, we have that. The one I have, there's a couple versions, I believe, that are out. The one I have is the Randnet starter kit. The Randnet is that internet service that they were doing. So here's what this box looks like. As you probably already know, most of you would know, that the N64DD, it never came out outside of Japan. Even in Japan, it was a limited release and was only in service for a couple years, really. So here's the box. Here are some games for it. One is with F-Zero, because you need the game to play that one. SimCity, and the other three are three of the Mario artists, the Polygon Paint, and Communication Kit, which would be for the internet. Alright, so let me open this. Let's see if I can open this box with one hand here without messing everything up. Oh, it's on there tight, which is a good thing, I guess. Hold on one second. Enjoy F-Zero X while I open that. Okay, here we go. Alright, so open the box. There's the box. Here's the side. Put the disc in like that. All the sides. 64DD. So there you go. On top, you have the Randnet disc, right? So there's the disc. This goes on top. This is the cartridge that goes on top of your N64. You put it in. And then it has the modem. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, there it is right here. The modem connector right there. So, modem. There's a wire. And then, for some of the things, depending on what you're doing, I would say most of the time, you would use this. Not 100% sure since I wasn't in Japan in 1999. But, there is that. So, it opens up. All the discs are pretty much the same. The manual sits there right on top, and then it has that disc like that. Disc just pulls out here. It has the end like that where it connects, and sometimes they have the labels on them, sometimes they don't, depends on what you get. They usually should all come with it. Now, whether it gets lost or not, I have no idea. As you can tell, this is very more well protected. This is the second time with the discs. Disc 2.0 compared to the Famicom disc. Let's see, I have some here. So if you compare, let me open this up. So, N64 disc, Famicom disc. Until the yellow ones were unprotected, and you get a lot of bad discs, so like that. And the N64 disc is very well protected. The Famicom disc had some blue ones that are a little better, but still, that's a heavy-duty disc right there. Alright. So interesting that they went to disc twice, right? Especially in the CD age, as it is becoming popular. So that sits on top of the big box. Underneath, there's this cardboard deal right here. Underneath was the wrapper, and where the disc drive sat, it has the jumper pack. Is that? Yeah. The jumper pack, if you needed it. It came with one of those, and it came with the little tool, the official tool, not a screwdriver, right? The official tool to pull those out and put those in. So I have all that sitting right there. With the disc drive, you need to have the expansion. You need the expansion pack. You need a pack for everything, right? But you need to have the expansion pack to be able to use the disc drive. So that's why they had that there. Of course, I guess mine was sold separately, or either they had that out and switched it out. I forget. So there's the box. Oh, manual. So I have a few manuals here. Like I said, this one, I have the manual. It's sitting on eBay. Take a look. Check it out if you're interested. If you want to get the final piece to your collection. Let's see. So here's the manual. Right there, pretty straightforward. Plug it in and go. And it goes through all the different variations, and there's lots of errors and error messages and stuff. The sticker, I can't show you because I already have it in there, but it has the matching numbers. The one on eBay also has the matching numbers. That one's that. This one I actually haven't really looked at yet. Randnet starter kit, right? So this talks about the Randnet. This will actually be a bit of a surprise for me. Put in the modem. Disc cable, came with the cable. The old cable, hook it up to AOL or something. Good old phone. Connect and boom, turn on the power. And voila, you have internet at one time. There was let's see, service. Then I had a couple more papers in here, which was very nice. Let's see. This is the Randnet 2000. After December service information. 2000 December after that. So it goes through that. There were some other accessories which I don't have. There was a keyboard and a mouse like all the other systems at the time. So it has that. It even has some of the screens, I guess. So this is... I'm sure there's other people that have these videos and stuff, but there's the screens and stuff that you could access when you had it hooked up. Obviously can't do that now. The other paper, which I really enjoyed, this one I did look at, was, let's see. So there it is. So I forget Heisei. I guess that's 2000. I'm not sure. So November 22nd. And it talks about the service finishing. So I have the paper that actually says when the service was going to finish. So yeah, so after 2000 December. So it talks about all that and about how we're going to stop the service because it was the quote-unquote commercial failure. But which is nice for collectors nowadays. So there you go. There's all the manuals, boxes. Initial starter pack. Very cool to have. I'm really excited to have that in my collection. Now, let's try. Let's try it out. So right now, I just turned the power on. No disc or anything in there. Right there. So it's just like with the this system, you get a little kind of Mario intro, have the graphics, but now in 3D, right? So kick that cymbal. Probably all of us have wanted to kick that cymbal a few times in our lives. Disc irete kudasai. So let's put in that disc. Let's put in, I have, so SimCity. Let's do SimCity. SimCity 64. This one has, it has the label still. I still have it in good condition, unused. So SimCity 64. It still says put in the disc. It's doing all kinds of cool little graphic things. A little more interesting. Doesn't get as monotonous as the disc system, I guess, but it's still good. So here we go. Put that bad boy in. Shing. Alright, it's got the same dot as the or it's got the same light as the N64 console. So 64. Sorry about the focus. 64DD. Okay, loads up. Nintendo Maxis and HAL was also in on this one. Loading, loading, loading. You can hear it working. So there we go, SimCity 64. So it has like a beginner's mode, scenarios, free mode, continue sound. So I'll just go into continue real quick. This one also had some save files. This one has two. Had two, a free and a begin. No. So yeah, that is a beginner mode. So it has a couple files. So it looks like you could store 8 files, at least on here with A. So anyway, I'll just pick one. So here you go. SimCity 64. So not bad. I liked SimCity 2000 on the computer. I couldn't get into the Super Nintendo, not the 2000 one. The original one, of course, was good. So Z button does the menu. Let's see. So all the buttons. Let's see, C buttons do some different zoom in and out. So these C buttons, yeah, control your angles and everything, and I think right can, the R button, get you to move faster. Sorry about that, a little hard to do. And L or Z gets your menus. So there you go. That's SimCity. So with a lot of games that were standalone, you just wait, or according to the thing, you're supposed to wait until it turns on, until it says insert disc, and then put in the disc. That's that. With a game like F-Zero, it's a little bit different, since it's an expansion on the existing game. So the games that were like that, you have to wait. Load up the game first. Here, let me open this box. So you had to actually load up the F-Zero game first in this case, and then put in the disc when you're ready. So let's get that ready. So if you load up a regular game, it doesn't go to the disk drive menu, it just loads up your normal game. So I have that ready, I have that prepared to go in. Alright, load up. F0X. When you get to the main menu, load in the disk, and it's like, oh, hey, what's this? So it's working. Disk drive loading. It comes up with the little logo right there. And then you have your extra options. You have your regular, right, menus, and at the bottom, course, edit, and create machine. So, if I'm not mistaken, those were the two big things. So, edit your course and change the courses to your super excite bike level stuff. So, create course, set. File, do I have anything? File, and on course, official. Jack, Queen, King. So, load a file and then go through and do all the wonderful editing stuff, which will take forever for a guy like me. So anyway, there you go. That's F0X with some more fun things to do with that. Yeah, there you go. And the other ones were standalone. Let's see. Well, this is the communication. Mario Artist. That was the communication thing. So for the internet, obviously. Here is the creative tool, right? This is the Paint Studio. So if you want to make some really awesome high-tech pictures, as you notice there, you can also work with the camera. So, use the Game Boy pack. Oh, so there's another use for the Game Boy pack. That's something I did not know. You can use the mouse, of course. So, use the capture. Works capture cassette too, right? Alright, that. And Polygon. So, I heard this was shopped, right? So, Polygon Studio, right? So, there you go. So, there's just a few. I'm working on some other ones. Let me see. I have... right here. I needed this one. This is the Doshin. So, I have this one as well. This one, unfortunately, doesn't work. I've had a few. I've gone through a few where, unfortunately, the discs don't work. But I did have Doshin as well. It doesn't work, but I guess I'll show it anyway. It has an interesting cover here, which I'm glad is still here. You could have ripped it open because it has some art and stuff inside, but they kept it intact, which is nice. Here we go. Doshin the Giant. Kyojin no Doshi, right? So it has some cool, has the manuals. So this is one of the games, the infamous games of the disk drive. Unfortunately, I don't have one that works yet, which is disappointing. But for now, I have this. Hopefully, they're not super rare, so I should be able to get one. Kyojin no Doshin. So there you go. Okay, so there's a few games. I'm going to look forward to building my collection, and if I can find a lot of these games, you should be able to build your collection as well if I can get them up on eBay, like that one. Alright, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again. Like I said, I always want to make more, but just don't have the time. I'm getting old. So anyway, thanks again. See you soon.